Ahoy, me hearties and fellow buccaneers, and welcome back to some more Skyrim. Now, last time on, we did a crazy trek through the mountains, battled some draugrs, some zombies, some skeletons, and then we made it here to Iverstead so that we could begin our climb of the 7,000 steps. And
I've yet to be allowed in.
I think we need to talk to
Passing
this
through
guy.
on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
I can do it for you.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Anything I should watch out for during the climb?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you.
And survey said
Other than
that was a
watch
fucking
your
lie.
footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
Klimek, you lying sack of shit. Anyway, we're gonna climb up to 7,000 steps and pretend like this won't be the end of us. Hold on, can I grab this cave mark real quick? Or is that like too far off the beaten path? Another bear. I do need the pelts though for a quest. Just gonna... You shoot, I'll flambe. See what I mean? Warhammer. 4 out of 10 bear pelts. We're getting closer. Pine Peak Cavern discovered. That's another discovered location. Unlike in Fallout, when you get a little bit of XP when you discover a new location, discovering locations in Skyrim is just so that way you can fast travel to them. But still, fast travel points are always nice. Anyway. Emblem 1. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs, for the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. There's like a bunch of those all the way up the steps. Lucky for you, when you get this in a video, I'll be skipping past all the boring bits of me just literally walking up and down stone steps on a mountain. But you know, stuff happens. I'll of course believe in like wolf attacks and anything else that may happen. Lydia, you're being slow. You gotta get your butt up here. I should probably also hand off some of my stuff to Lydia once they get up closer to over encumbered. But we're gonna try and make it up this mountain as quickly as possible so we can get to the next part of our life in Skyrim. Murder the goat! I also need to go to an enchanting table so I can disenchant some stuff. Goat hide, goat horns, goat leg. I don't think there's any bandits or anything up here. I think it's literally wolves and then some other stuff. These stairs are so freaking wibbly wobbly you'll get stuck on them occasionally. There's also a hunter here, but he's like just chilling. Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then, and had no voice. And then I came along and I ate the dragon's souls. Like Christ, right? Just devouring the soul of an ancient demigod on the visage of a wyvern. Don't tell me there's gonna be a random dragon attack on the mountain. I've never had that happen, and I would really like that to continue never to have happened to me. Man, I hope the dragon doesn't attack Iverstead. They don't deserve it. I mean, you don't really go to Iverstead much after this, but you know, it's still not cool to just have NPCs dropping dead because of dragons. Ooh, garnet. Sometimes wolves just have garnets on them. It doesn't make sense. But I guess maybe if they ate like a merchant or something and like accidentally swallowed one. There's goats. They have hides and horns. Ooh, what's this? Money? There's still money and money. It's like an offering, but... Emblem 3. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons in their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. Annihilated. Always be collecting stuff at the side of the roads. Always need alchemical ingredients. Especially since alchemy and enchanting go hand in hand. And you probably don't know why they go hand in hand, but you can make alchemical potions of enchanting, increasing your enchanting capability. I believe there's a trick where you make a potion of alchemical reinforcement or something like that. And then you drink that, and then you make another potion of alchemical reinforcement with the buff, and then you drink that, and then you just keep going, and the buff keeps getting stronger and stronger the more of those potions you drink, until you just have absolutely busted alchemical capabilities. Then you make a potion of enchanting and make super buff enchants.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path. Careful with that fire! I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Emblem 4. Kine called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war rage. Dragon against tongue. Enjoy your meditations. I'm excited. I think there's going to be a good amount of differences because this is special edition. Remember, not modded, just special edition. But also, I never got the chance to play any of the DLCs besides the one that gave you the ability to make your own homes. So I never played all the way through the Dragonborn DLC and beat the original Dragonborn. I never played the Dawnbreaker, Dawnstar DLC, or whatever it was called, where you fought vampire lords. And there's the problem child that the guy failed to mention, who I don't think has ever spawned up there for me. Or maybe they're always supposed to spawn up there and then they jump down. I'm gonna light him on fire. I'm gonna light his... Well, he doesn't have genitals. He's kind of like the Ken doll of trolls. But okay, he's dropping. Lydia, protect me. Okay, we can talk about this. Frost troll, we can talk about this. We might not be able to talk about this. He's dead. It's fine. Thank God I got dual casting before I got up here. It allowed my spells to do a lot more damage. Lydia, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. And everything's great. You're perfectly fine, Lydia. Don't worry. We'll get you some armor, and then you'll actually be able to take some hits. And also, I think you get stronger as I get stronger, but then so does, like, every NPC and enemy. Except for giants. Their top-out level cap is really small for some reason. Emblem 5. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. Alright, now we got past the troll, which was like the biggest worry, really, for this trek, for this climb, was that troll. Because if he knocks out Lydia and then comes after you, he can kill you in like a couple swipes. You gotta be careful. I'm currently wearing a crown that decreases the cost of all magic by like 5%. But if I can disenchant it and then enchant something else with it and then get that boosted out of this world, I can have it to where all my spells cost nothing. And then I'll be in like Flynn mega casting my head off. Anyway, this looks like Emblem 6. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, while the dragons withdrew from this world. I think we're getting close to the end. Not the end, there's higher up than this, but High Hrothgar. There's like the temple down below, and then later you can get to higher up on the mountain. Emblem 7. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. This is the one mountain I would suggest going up regularly up the stairs instead of trying to climb the normal way, because I mean, look at that. Even that's impossible for the great ways of mountain climbers from Skyrim. Emblem 8. Anyway, Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. Look at that. All of Skyrim laid before us. What is... Hold on, let's see. Where am I pointing? That way. So that's me probably... That's... I would guess that's probably Solitude I'm seeing over there. Great Fort of Solitude. Can I see anything else from up here? Oh! I think that might be Whiterun. Yeah, that's Whiterun down there. It's too cloudy over there to see anything. But that's like, I think that's Solitude. I think that's Whiterun. Oh, hey! That's Bleak Falls Burrow. Ah, that's crazy. Oh! Hello. Didn't realize we were right there. But, you know, itty what itty. Ah, yes, the last one. Under Statue of Talos. Emblem 9. For years, all silent, the Greybeard spoke one name, Tiber Septim. Stripling then was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. Tiber Septim, also known as Talos, was the first emperor of the empire. He was also known as the Dovahkiin, who let the dragon blood line go down. I didn't know there was a 10th one. Emblem 10. The voices worship. Follow the inner path. Speak only in true need. Voice of the Sky added. I don't remember that. Maybe I always missed it, but I went up this mountain a lot of times to miss that. Mine, 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 mine. Mine, 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 mine. I said I'd give them the sack of shit. I never said I wouldn't steal the shit that was also offered. I don't want to equip it, I want to store it. There. Return to Clemic. Well, first I have to talk to the Greybeards, so that they can teach me the power of the voice. Also,